Welcome, Steve Earle here at Milton CAT Work Tools. Today we're here to talk about the Milton CAT design patent pending hammer stands built to carry and store the Caterpillar H130, H140, H160, and H180 hammers. Hammers need to be stored vertically versus horizontally. They need to be easy to use, and they need to be completely safe to use. You see, storing hammers horizontally has a tendency to flatten out the seals. The hammer body holds water, and if stored outside, that water freezes. All of these things damage the seals, significantly shortening the life of the hammer. Storing a hammer vertically solves our problems, but handling a 9 to 12 foot high, 10,000 pound hammer can prove to be a challenge. Seldom do you have the right equipment in the yard to handle such a hammer. And if you're doing this outside, oftentimes the weather conditions can be working against you. You see, if something isn't easy to use, it doesn't get used. And if it's not safe to use, it shouldn't get used. So we decided to build a hammer stand where you can install the hammer in the shop using overhead cranes. So before we put the hammer into the hammer stand, remove the tool bit, put that into the sleeve that you see into the stand. What that does for us is allow us to minimize the amount of height we have to lift the hammer off the ground, some 30 inches. We built the stand with an opening gate. This allows us to put the hammer into the stand without lifting it a significant amount off the ground. You'll also see a tapered aluminum pin on the bottom of the stand. It acts as a guide to the operator to get the hammer into the stand, but it also acts as a locking device to hold the bottom of the hammer within the stand. Its tapered aluminum design minimizes any damage to the grease seal that's in the bottom of the hammer. The worm gear brace allows us to lock that hammer in so there's no forward or backwards movement during the storage of the hammer. The top plate design is specifically cut to match the largest hammer to put into the stand. This prevents any left to right side shift. We've also built an adapter to match the smaller hammer that goes into the stand. The hammer stand also has storage pins to hang the adapter on when not in use. The stand is built with a broad base for stability. 2 inclinometers measure slope and pitch. The 4 pads on the corners allow the stand to settle in soft underfoot conditions, prevent it from moving in icy conditions, and protect asphalt. The open design of the lower frame allows the forklift to get close. The forklift pockets are carefully placed above the center of gravity, assuring the load is never carried in a top-heavy situation. We've also placed the pockets in a way that they are wide enough that it requires a forklift that's large enough to handle such a load. The upper frame is equipped with lifting eyes and hose retaining rings. The hose retaining rings also double as tie-downs when you need to transport the hammer stand. In addition to this video, you'll find the operational use instructions and the safety precautions written on placards all over the stand. The base also has a sleeve built into it that holds a waterproof container that has the hammer's operation and maintenance manual in it. Thanks for watching. If you ever need a reminder on how to use the Milton CAT hammer stand, you can always refer back to this video by scanning the QR code found on the side of the stand.